bike lane, isa sa mga pinaglalaban ng mga siklista ngayong araw na to, lalong-lalo na ngayong pandemic. Most of the commuters are frontliners. Well, in this video, we will try to imagine if merong bike lane dito sa Cebu City, not only in Cebu City but throughout the Philippines. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dan and I'm your Kasikad Bisdak. If you're new to this channel, I'm making videos regarding mountain bikes, road bikes, or any bicycles as long as it's in our scope here in Cebu City. And if you're happy while cycling, well, this channel is for you. Make sure nga nakaklik ka sa subscribe button and the bell button para certified kasikad na sad ka. So what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button! And guys, while I was browsing in Facebook, meron akong nakita na post from Baktas Tindak Society, and this made me think if gagawa ba ako ng video regarding this or hindi na lang. But I made in action kasi parang this important kasi lalong-lalo na sa oras na to. Many bike commuters are first time, tapos they're prone naman to accident. They're really vulnerable sa mga vehicles kasi talagang takot sila. And also, I've seen so many news that bikers are now increasing in numbers. Ito po yung mga bikers na to is first time po, so we have to be patient with them. If mayroon ka mang vehicle or drive ka ng sakyanan, please po be patient with these bikers. Huwag nyo silang businahan or i-pressure po. While I was browsing in Facebook, I saw a post from Baktas Tindak Society. And this post is an imaginary cycling network here in Cebu City. I think this would really help Cebu City. And let me try to read their post kasi this is the most important rin. This is an imaginary proposal consolidated from various individuals and cycling communities, then further developed by adding humor and puns. The proposed networks, however, were considered under observation and of certain categories such as population, frequency, and route and destination of population and traffic conditions. So guys, have you ever wondered bakit ang tagal natin maka-arrive doon sa destination natin from Colonha until Ayala? Bakit nga ba? Is it because we lack road space or road extensions? Or is it because marami ng mga sasakyan dito sa Cebu City? Or because walang bike commuters? Well, I think bike would really solve this problem of traffic kasi imagine if mayroong bike lane, it could give way to the cyclist and it could invite more people to go to biking community. And let's go to their post. According to this post guys, Cebu City is really compact within these 2 kilometers lang. When I say compact po, there's so many people, thousands of people is in that area because this area composed of malls, schools, markets, and other business structures po like buildings like in IT Park. Talagang marami pong tao dyan, like almost thousand in one day po. And that is why this research conducts that these 2 kilometers here in Cebu City is really compact. And they're trying to name this 2 kilometers as Barney.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, well, hi there.
Yes, Barney. This 2 kilometers radius, in that place, napakarami pong taong nandyan. In fact, this is the most major destinations here in Cebu City because of its basic services na nandyan that could fit in that 2 kilometers. So it's really compact. Maliit ang Cebu pero compact po talaga dito. This research tried to chop Barney and they found out that in that chopped Barneys, it is place where more than 1 people in each day na mayroon pong tao dyan. And most of these chopped Barneys are highlighting business destinations like in IT Park, in Mango Avenue, in SMC Side, SM Cebu City, Ayala, Robinson Galleria. When I say business destination or business, it is where people worked. And in fact, those are the most busiest business destination. So paano natin i-connect yung cycling dito? Busiest business destinations lang naman yan eh. In this chop Barney guys is that kukulayan na naman natin ng mustard. And this mustard pinned mark guys is that it is where bike racks are available. Yes, it's really amazing. And these bike racks are owned by private structures, not by government or any LGUs. What is the connection between Barney and this mustard or the bike racks?
Ooh,
There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh,
If we would return Barney, we could see that bike rack and this mustard colored bike racks and this Barney will meet each other. So most of the identified bike racks also fall inside the major destinations. So the busiest business destination, nandyan po yung mga bike racks. So what if we put bike lanes within that destinations po? We connect them. So let's try to imagine if we put bike lanes and connect these bike racks with a bike lanes where people usually go sa mga busiest business destinations dito sa Cebu City, like doon sa Ayala, sa Fuente, sa SMC side, sa SM Cebu City, sa Robinson Galleria. Not only that, but marami pa. So what if we put bike lanes doon? It could really, for me, it could really help the commuters and keep them safe. So it's really natural also to stretch these bike lanes to a high density population areas here in Cebu City. Kasi useless naman yung bike lanes if hindi naman nakakonected sa mga highly populated places here in Cebu City. So what if we try to connect these bike lanes, stretch this more para mas maraming makaka-access ng bike lane nito? So would it really be safe for the commuters and it would affect them? Talagang magandang plano ito kasi it will really keep safe. So safety is the number one priority po natin para sa mga siklista natin. And what if, guys, this is only imaginary lang to, what if we will connect north and south para safe din yung nagta-travel or nagra-rides, long rides na mga siklistang kapatid natin. So establishing north and south link, well, this is only an imaginary, imaginary lang po ito. In this picture, guys, I'm showing you the Virama Avenue right now. If we try to put this so-called bike lane of imaginary bike lane here in Cebu City, this is how it looks like. So as you can see, mayroon na pong bike lane and it's really safe. It is segregated properly po. Yung mga pedestrian safe din, yung mga bike safe din, yung commuters natin, at saka yung vehicles naka-segregated po. So I think it's really a good plan po to make this or implement this bike lane. And let's go to the next place, Osmeña Boulevard. This is an imagination of Osmeña Boulevard right now, and if we try to implement this bike lane. And in Pope John Paul Avenue, so as you can see, ang ganda po, parang nasa other country. So mayroon pong bike lane at mayroon pang green para really makita po, manotice ng mga vehicles. And sa Osmeña Boulevard, as you can see, ang ganda po. Yan po ngayon at kung mayroon ng bike lane. And further ahead of Osmeña Boulevard, so it's really safe po pag kumakaliwa or kumakanan yung mga nagbibisikleta kasi it's keeping them safe from vehicles kasi most of the accidents happen when nagta-turn na yung mga vehicles tapos nagmi-meet po yung mga bisikleta kasi minsan first time din yung mga nagbibisikleta ngayon, so they're really prone and they're very vulnerable to accidents po. So in Salinas, wow, it's really good kasi parang nasa Japan lang to. So right now, and if ma-implement natin itong imaginary bike lane, so you can see, parang nasa Japan talaga. Pedestrians are safe, bike commuters are safe, and the vehicles are safe. They're really segregated properly po. Dyan po yan sa Salinas Drive, reimagined and further detailed. In this, most left side is the pedestrian zone and they're segregated by landscape, buffer or street furniture para syempre safe din yung mga pedestrian natin, tsaka bike lane. And it's really good para hindi po magtatagpo yung mga pedestrian, hindi mabangga ng mga bisikleta yung mga nagwo-walk na mga pedestrian po. So it's really good. And after that, meron pong landscape or buffer to keep the bikers safe din from the vehicles. At saka yung carriageway or kung saan dadaan yung mga vehicles natin. So this is by Baktas Tindak Society, an imaginary cycling network in Cebu City. So para sa akin, this is really a perfect, or if not perfect, this is a good or best plan right now po para sa ating mga bike commuters here in Cebu City. This could keep them safe because they are one of the most vulnerable in the street po. And especially right now, most of the bike commuters are first timers because due to this pandemic, wala tayong mga jeepneys, taxis, buses, everything stopped po. And I think this is a good mode of transportation this coming new normal. So this could promote exercise po sa ating mga siklista. Not only that, it has a good effect on the environment mismo. And also, before ta mag-bike mga kasikan, go to your doctor. Make sure to check that if you're fit to ride a bicycle. Also, wear your helmet palagi kahit nasa bike lane tayo kasi who knows, baka ma-out of balance tayo, diba? So, better safe than sorry. And for me, imaginary lang pero sana hindi lang hanggang imaginary. Gusto ko real na talaga para syempre safe din tayong mga siklista. Kayo, anong may sasuggest nyo about this cycling network in Cebu City?
What is up, guys? My name's Tyler and you are in My Bikes, the first bike channel in Cebu City. So I have been biking for about 8 years now. I do support that there would be bike lanes in the city or in the country because it gives the bikers or cyclists more freedom to use the road and it is safer.
Hi guys, my name is Paul. 4 years na ako nagbike. I'm not an avid cyclist. I bike for exercise purposes only. Yes, because this can benefit our brothers and sisters, especially to our frontliners.
So in my experience, I have been honked at many times because I tend to move to the side of where the cars are going instead of being on the rightmost side. And also based from what I observed, a lot of the bikers tend to stay on the road and slow down traffic.
Not really a bad experience, but mostly because we are cycling on a road that are dominated by trucks and cars. Like these are big trucks, like cargo truck, which would cause accident in my opinion. So it's really good to have bicycle lane.
Yes, it can keep cyclists safe because in the bike lane, there are no cars in it. And if there are no cars, there are lesser accidents.
Yes, as long as the cyclist himself and herself follows where the designated bicycle lane are.
Will the bike lanes reduce accidents? Yes, there would be a reduction of accidents if there is a barrier on the road that will separate the bike lane and the road or the lanes where cars would pass by.
Yes, of course, because in that way you don't have to cycle around big trucks and cars in the road or in the highway, which mostly where accident occurs.
And what can I say if the Philippines or let's say Cebu City will implement bike lanes? That would be a great move by the government of the city government or the national government, because there are a lot of bikers or a lot of people who use their bikes to work, who like to use their bikes for leisure. And with bike lanes on the road, it would be the road would be safer and there would be lesser accidents. So I guess that's about it for my question and answer for Mr. Wilden Mai.
It would be really be useful because, like I said, it would benefit to our fellow cyclers. That includes frontliners. At least in that way, it will be a great reason to make way and accept cycling as the new normal in Cebu or in the Philippines per se in these times of COVID-19 pandemic.
And I see you next time.
But whoops, like, comment, and subscribe. Like if naganan mo ning video para makaibosad ko if I will still make this kind of topics. Comment if you have suggestions, questions, feedbacks, and other topics regarding bicycles basta na diri sa Cebu City. And subscribe if wala pa mo ka-subscribe kay. We have so many videos to upload and also the bell notification so that you will be notified when I have new uploads. And share it to your family pod. Maybe this could help them. Again, this is Dan, your Kasikad Bisdak. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po and daghang salamat.
Thanks for sharing them with me. And remember,
I love you. Bye.